Yeah, Assalamualaikum, Madam. So today we will be presenting our group assignment. So we choose question 5, which is part-time salary calculator. So first of all, my name is Nirura Patricia. So I'll be presenting for phase 1, IPO. So for input, we have two input, number of employee and also hours work for each employee. Next, for the process, so first we ask user for number of employees, then we'll calculate hours times 10 ringgit per hour. Then we choose if else statement. So if salary greater than or equal to 50 ringgit, so the employee will get 50 ringgit reward. And then display employee salary detail and return total salary. After that, we accumulate all employees' salaries into grand total salary. And lastly, we calculate average salary equals to grand total salary divided by number of employees. So, and then for the output, you will get employee salary detail, total salary paid to all employees, and also average salary per employee. So next, I will pass to my teammate for phase 2.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Min Haliana Najwa. Next, I will explain about pseudocode. This pseudocode represents a part-time salary calculator. It calculates each employee's salary based on the number of hours worked and applies a reward if the salary meets the minimum requirement. The program starts by prompting the user to enter the number of employees. An array is then created to store the hours worked for each employee. A do-while loop is used to repeatedly ask the user to enter the hours worked for each employee. This loop continues until all employees' working hours have been recorded. After collecting the input, the program initializes grand total salary to 0. A for loop is then used to call the function, calculate each employee's salary, and add the return salary to the grand total salary. Inside the function, the rate per hour is set to RM 10 ringgit. Salary is calculated by multiplying hours worked with the rate. If the salary is RM 50 ringgit or more, RM 15 ringgit reward is added. The function displays employee ID, salary before reward, and totally salary received. At the end, the system displays total salary paid to all employees and average salary per employee. I will pass to the next member.
Okay, hi, my name is Farah Maisara, and I'm going to be explaining for phase 3 and phase 4, which is the coding and the output. So our program is called Salary Calculator, and its main purpose is to calculate employee salaries based on the hours they work, including a reward condition. So first, we import the scanner class so that we can receive input from the user. Scanner input equal new scanner system.in. The program then will ask the user to enter the number of employees. Then this number is stored in the variable number. Next, we create an array called hours worked. This array is used to store the working hours for each employee. The size of the array depends on the number of employees entered earlier. Next, we use a do-while loop to ask the user to enter the hours worked for each employee. This loop ensures that the program will ask for input at least once and then the hours worked for every employee are stored in the array. We then declare a variable called grand total salary to store the total salary of all employees. Next, a for loop is used to call the calculate total salary method for each employee. And then it will add each employee's salary to the grand total. The method calculate total salary takes two parameters, which is hours for hours worked by the employee and the employee ID for the employee number. Inside the method, the hourly rate is fixed at 10 ringgit per hour. Then the salary is calculated by multiplying hours with the rate. And then if the salary is 50 ringgit or more, the employee will receive a 15 ringgit reward. The method then displays the salary before reward, and then the final salary received. Then finally, it will return the total salary to the main method. So after all salaries are calculated, the program will print the total salary paid to all employees and the average salary per employee. So now on to phase 4, which is the program output. So the output will first prompt the user to enter the number of employees, which is 3, and then enter the hours worked for each employee. So for employee 1 is 6, employee 2 is 4, and employee 3 is 8. Each employee for employee 1 will output and display total salary before reward, which is 60 ringgit, and then the total salary received afterwards is 75 ringgit. Since it is more than 50 ringgit, employee 1 receives an additional 15. So for employee 2, the total salary before reward is 40. Since it's less than 50, total salary received is 40 ringgit. For employee 3, is total salary before reward is 80 ringgit and total salary received is 95 ringgit. So for the salary summary, total salary paid to all employees is 210 ringgit and the average salary per employee is 70 ringgit. Thank you.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.